Are you exhausted? Do you find that you're so tired, yet when you go to bed at night you just cannot fall asleep? Or that you're up throughout the night all the time, waking up? Are you really reaching for that caffeine every single morning and right throughout the day? Are you so tired that you've become run down with little colds and flus throughout the season? If this is the case, then you might have adrenal fatigue. These are just a few symptoms of adrenal fatigue, and in this video today we're going to see how we can overcome adrenal fatigue alongside having our topical steroid withdrawal. Hi there guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, in today's video we're going to be looking at adrenal fatigue. My name is Layla Nafa and I've gone through topical steroid withdrawal and I've had eczema since birth, and in my channel I give you guys all the natural ways in which you can overcome your topical steroid withdrawal and your eczema completely holistically from the inside out. So what is adrenal fatigue exactly? Well, it's a term used to basically group a bunch of symptoms that can explain physical, emotional, and mental stress. So adrenal fatigue is actually not medically recognized by the medical community. However, the term adrenal insufficiency is. Adrenal insufficiency is where the body is not producing the right cortisol hormone. Our adrenal glands sit just above our kidneys, and this cortisol is released when we are stressed in order to balance out our hormones. It's our fight or flight release hormone. So while corticosteroids mimic the exact same hormone of the cortisol, we tend to have quite a few problems when we withdraw from the steroids because our natural cortisol has been in a coma for so long that we need to be able to revive it in order for our body to balance itself hormonally, and so that we don't have that adrenal fatigue. This transition from being able to reproduce more of our natural cortisone in our hormones, in our adrenal glands, is a really huge important step into recovering from topical steroid withdrawal. Why so? Because we need to have that energy, our bodies need to function at the best possible level to overcome the withdrawal of the steroids. Our bodies have gone through so much abuse using these corticosteroids that it really has to start from ground zero to build the natural cortisol in our adrenal glands back up again. So over the course of the years, the steroids that we have applied to our bodies and the corticosteroids that we have also ingested, such as prednisone, have all played a massive effect, and this is the reason why we have the adrenal insufficiency, which is medically accepted. So anything from a betmazone class 1 steroid drug to the prednisone that you take orally, they are all classed as very strong steroids that can affect your cortisol levels in your adrenal glands. So in today's video, I'm going to come up with 6 different ways in which you can overcome your adrenal fatigue and be able to balance out those hormones, and just to allow yourself to have that little bit more energy that we so need in order to recover from our TSW. But before I get into our steps, I would just love it if you guys could go ahead and hit that subscribe button, as I always do ask in every single one of my videos. I'm so happy, and I want to say a massive huge thank you to all of those of you who have subscribed so far. I have hit 300 subscribers and my view time is really climbing, so thank you so much to all of those of you and for your support. It means the absolute world to me. And at the same time, if you find this video of value, do give me a big thumbs up and comment down below. Let me know how your adrenals are doing, how you're getting on with your topical steroid withdrawal, how it's affecting your energy levels, so that we can all share within the community and give each other the support that we all need. So step 1 is eliminating sugar, caffeine, junk food, processed food, white flour, that sort of thing from your diet completely. Why do we need to do this? It's all down to the inflammation. When we become inflamed from these foods and from the caffeine, we then need the cortisol production to be released, and if we haven't got very much cortisol within us or in our glands, so to speak, then we're just putting more burden onto our body, overburdening our hormone production, which can just leave us in a very tired, exhausted state and a lot worse off. So in response to what we should be avoiding, step 2 is what we should be putting back into our bodies, and that is our vitamin C, our vitamin Bs, and our magnesium. I did a post, a reel a few weeks ago on magnesium on my Instagram, so go ahead and check that out. It's quite good fun. I have a bit of a dance off, and this is what magnesium makes me feel. It just makes me feel full of energy. I can get through the day. I don't need to nap in the afternoon. I don't need to reach for any caffeine. I really love my magnesium. So I make sure as well in my diet that I'm eating these high vitamin C, B, and magnesium foods, such as lots of leafy dark vegetables. Obviously avoid the spinach because that's quite high in histamine, but otherwise go for all your salads, your celery juice, as I've done in previous videos. Go ahead and check those out here in the cards above as to what I do with my celery juice and how I take it and what goodness it does for my body. And then go ahead and look at all your lean meats, your chicken, your fishes, your salmon, that sort of thing. All really good proteins, and they all release those wonderful vitamins as well. Having a well-balanced diet is so important for your adrenal glands and for your cortisol levels, because by having a regulated meals and regulated meal times just enables you to keep those sugar cravings at bay and to have low sugar intake, which at the end of the day just helps support those adrenal glands all the more. So things like having your carbohydrates, your sweet potato, your oats, your quinoa, obviously gluten-free, but always incorporate those in every meal so that you're keeping your energy levels up and they're slow releasing, slow burning energy throughout the day. This leads me on to step 3, is just to reiterate eating your meals on time. Now this might seem like a really basic thing, but going hungry actually puts more stress on your cortisol levels than you would actually imagine. So make sure when you wake up in the morning that you have your breakfast in that first hour that you are awake, so that your body doesn't have to go into a stress situation and go into a hormone cortisol producing release unnecessarily if you just go ahead and have your breakfast within that first hour. I always have my oats in the morning because that's a slow releasing carbohydrate. It really sets me up for the morning, and it really lasts me right up until 12 o'clock, up until my lunchtime. And at lunchtime I'll often just have like a leafy green salad with olive oil, a bit of apple cider vinegar as a dressing, and then some salmon, throw some quinoa in there, and that really sets me up until about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, where I might have a small little snack before dinner time, and then I'm into dinner at about 6 o'clock. So eating your meals on time is really key, and go ahead and check out what I eat in a day and what I do in terms of my food and meal prep for a bunch of different recipes, and how I stay on my low histamine diet, obviously to reduce the itch and reduce my inflammation, but also so that I'm eating properly, regularly, and healthily for my cortisol and my adrenal support as well. So step 4 is getting yourself a diffuser and really getting into essential oils. I'm a huge fan of lavender, and lavender is really well known for de-stressing the body and the mind. And I have a diffuser at night, and I basically just fill it with water and put in about 4 to 8 drops of lavender oil, and at night I just breathe in that diffused lavender air, and it really sends me off into a lovely sleep. Alternatively as well, you can put a few drops in the bath, or you can just rub a few drops maybe with a bit of jojoba oil to sort of dilute it a little bit, and just put some on the temples of your head, or you can put them on the inside here of your wrist, and you can just find that a really nice way just to relax and just to maybe have that time to yourself, just to breathe in that beautiful lavender fumes and just relax your body. Step 5 is really getting yourself outdoors. Being in the fresh air and in the sunlight is so good, not only for your soul and your physical state, but also just for your mental well-being. I always try and take at least half an hour out of my day just to be outside, whether it be just watering my plants, pottering about in the garden, or going for a walk, or doing some stretches or some yoga. You really need to try and set some time aside for you in your day, especially if you're feeling a little bit down, to get that outdoor activity going, or just getting that outdoor fresh air, even if it's just sitting outside for half an hour and just looking outside into your garden, or going for a little walk in a park, or whatever it might be, just to have that outdoor experience can really help your mind and your mental well-being. And I so recommend it. It's something I try and do every day. Step 6, and this is just a little heart-to-heart from me to you, and that is just to be patient and to be kind to yourself, and try not to get yourself too upset or too emotional about the topical steroid withdrawal that you might be going through, or in fact any other stressful situation that you might be experiencing at the moment that's causing you adrenal fatigue. I am totally 100% there with you, and I have all the compassion in the world for those of you who are struggling with some mental health issues. And next week I'm going to really delve in more about mental health, as it will be Mental Health Week next week. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and leave me some comments down below, as I'd love to hear your feedback. And until then, be kind to yourself, practice lots of self-love, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye for now.